Your life, guys, is not about making money. It's not about having the titles. It's not about having the hot trophy wife. Your life is about a moment to come. It's inevitable. We cannot stop it from coming. Right now, we have the most valuable asset on earth on our side, time, but it's running out. And right now, you guys are sitting there. And to make that first step towards greatness is the hardest step. But there is one thing harder than that, my friends. It's later in life. As you look back on your life, the windows of opportunity has closed. Your ability is no longer present. And you think back that you could have been great. Right now, you had the ability to never have that debate inside your head. Because that's the debate you can never win. You can go back and forth, but there's no verdict. The jury's always going to be in the jury room. It's never going to come back saying, you did okay. What you will do is you will bury that deep inside. You won't tell anyone that you could have been this. You will be second best to your true potential. And you'll live your life fine. But then one of your friends is going to succeed in some endeavor. And you're going to hate him for it. Because his success is a spotlight shining down on your missed opportunity. We all have the ability to do anything. There's people in here far superior than me, but there's no one in here that's gonna work harder than me. Or maybe there is. And if so, I'd love to meet you because you're gonna make me stronger, I'll make you stronger. That works together. Without a belief, a driving force, then you are in that car, no idea where the supermarket is. The paths that you travel are not paths that are beaten. That's already been done. Society status quo. If not tested, the world's still flat, isn't it? If not tested, then the Industrial Revolution never existed. If failure wasn't one man's strength over 1,000 times it failed, then these lights never would have lit for Thomas Edison. There is so much power in failure because you learn so much from it. And the difference between a champion and someone who's forgotten is that a champion shows up. That's the only thing. Every day shows up. Gives himself a chance to make a difference. Not sitting back, not making that step, going for it. The indomitable will, if you have a belief you can do something, the only way you grow that, like in the gym, you grow your muscles by actually exercising them. You know, you grow the love of you and your wife by caring for them and having their back. To grow the individual will to become something, you must get comfortable with fear and failure. They must be your best friends. They're the only one that moves that needle of life. Why is that? Because it's a report card back on your shortcomings. You take a guy that can earn $1, forever wealthy. Because no matter what comes, he can grow it back. What is that about? The willpower, the belief, the confidence. And just like you go to the gym and you lift your muscles, right? You have to exhaust them to grow them. Perishable, use it or lose it. Your confidence must be the same way. It must be tested every single day. Safety, comfort zones are dead zones because your true potential will never be matched, guys. Will never be matched. You have to continue to push yourself. Every hero you guys had was called an idiot, crazy, a loser. You must break society's status quo. Status quo is normality. It's alive but not living. It's death on a stick, guys. The belief of the individual can overcome thousands of followers. One person with a belief overrides thousands of people with just intent. It's always a challenge. And as soon as a challenge is lost, guys, your will is dead. There's no reason to get up in the morning. So in that arena, we get to build things. And I'm not talking about the body. I'm talking about the arsenal to go to war with. That arsenal are things like integrity, honor, character, discipline, sacrifice, due diligence, sweat equity, to see it through. The difference is not the genetic code, the potential. It's a guy that's willing to get knocked down, finally tested on fortitude, stand back up, the perseverance to see it through, the never say die attitude. The reality of life, whatever that truth is, right? It's not as powerful as the perception on how you see it. No matter what happens, it's the perception on how you see it. You're having a shitty day, Wish you never woke up, right? Everything's Murphy's Law, slapping you in the face 15 times. And all of a sudden, like, this phone rings, right? You pick up the phone, and it's really good news. You got a promotion, maybe. You know, maybe it's like your mom's in remission of cancer. Something great news, you know? You hang up the phone, and you're just like, you just want to run the streets. You want to go to the gym. You want to call up your friend and say, hey, buddy, I'm sorry. You want to make amends. You just want to live life and make it all right. What happened there? There's no power that comes through the phone that made you more capable. You're the same capable person before as you were after. Your perception has changed. And with that perception change, you get to understand time and time again that the way you see it is what's faulty, not the situation at hand. So many people out there fail not because they don't have the ability. It's because they don't have the heart to go through adversity. The other thing that's worst case scenario is fear. For many of you guys, it robs you of your true potential. Why is that? Because it's a parasite. It feeds off you, the host. Its fuel is confidence. When fear comes into your body, it's at its weakest state. You could kill it right there in a second, but you don't. You turn your back to it. You let it grow, you let it feed off you. Success has nothing to do with potential. It's all about the perseverance of somebody. That will override any endeavor. If you throw shit against the wall, eventually something will stick. You guys that have this potential, don't have this potential, you know, that shit dies. What continues to last forever is a perseverance to always show up. That's what champions do. Every single champion is the same as every ordinary person. The only differential is that they show up to the event every single day. They see failure as a learning curve. They welcome failure. You learn more from failure than you ever will from success. So showing up and getting knocked on your ass, finding intestinal fortitude, stand back up and re-face that endeavor is going to be the overriding factor that makes a difference. How do you know when you're doing those things? The small things in life add up to those big monumental things. When I say the small things, it's a character building block, that your name means something. You hold value to your name. If you drop trash on the ground, you pick it up because that's your responsibility. You hold value to yourself. When you shake someone's hand, you look them in the eye and give them a firm handshake because you're here for a purpose. Everything you do to the best of your ability. It doesn't matter what you're doing, it's the fact that you're doing it, so therefore it means something to you. That's going to build a legacy because, you know, the title out there doesn't mean shit. You win the title, fine. That title will not get you another title. What you're trying to build is a legacy. You know, footprints behind you that are left motivation for someone else to follow. Legacy is built daily through the character, through the willpower, the code of conduct within somebody. And that's the perseverance, showing up every single day. That will always achieve your goal. It doesn't matter what you're born with. It doesn't matter your potential, how much, you know, the silver spoon of money you have. All of that can be attained if you show up and you're willing to risk failure for success. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do something, because you can. The only person that you have to try everything. And in trying, you find out where, if you can do it for one, or hey, I might need to train up some, or did I win the race? No. And it's those kind of things. You gotta go for it, guys. You gotta say, you know what? This comfort zone I'm in is a fucking danger zone. It's a danger zone because what is it doing? It's stopping you from your true potential. It's comfortable. I don't want to step out here because I don't know that area. Well, that area is going to give you gotta risk it, right? And the reward is huge. Yeah, I got a little bit of pain right now. You know, my ankle's a little sore, but I got all this reward and pride of who I am and everything else. And I'm taking that into my next endeavor, the next job. And you know what? That's going to be enhanced. You guys gotta risk it, man. Don't let anyone say you can't do something. Don't let your mind say, oh, I can't do it anymore, with your body. You can. You just gotta push past it. You guys heard the second wind, you know, I got my second wind, my third wind. That shit's in us. We stop ourselves before we really need to be stopped. We listen to society and what the normality, the average people are saying, oh, that's too much, it's too much. Too much for them, man, not too much for you. So go for it, man. Go enter something that you've been scared to do. Just entering it, you feel a sense of pride. And I guarantee you what you're so freaked out about, you're gonna find out it's not that big of a deal. And then you're gonna come back and say, you know what? That fear I had for so long that was lurking over me and, you know, and making me, you know, skeptical and scared and less confident, I just faced it in the eyes. And you know what? I beat it down. So how many other fears do I have right now? What else am I hiding behind? Let me get rid of all these excuses and find out who the fuck I am. That's what you guys need to do, man. So I encourage you, man, whatever that fear inside of you is, whatever you're, you can make up every excuse, making, so you can get everybody else convinced that you're not doing it for that reason, even though inside you're just being a bullshitter, just let it out. Say, hey, you know what, I'm scared. I'm really fucking scared. But I'm gonna give it a shot. How about some support? They get behind you, and then you go for it, and bam, you overcome that step. The next step's even bigger and bigger. Next time, then you're on top of the mountain, man. You ain't got one life. Why not go for it, right? Life's not about where you start or where you end. It's the distance you travel in your life. When you're in shape, man, you don't walk through life. You run through it. And then while you're running through it, you're seeing somebody to your right and left who are positive too. You start associating with them as friends. The whole network's positive. Together, collectively, you got fucking kicking it. So, alright, go for it, guys. Whatever that fear is, write it down. Tell everybody you're scared of it, and you go fucking beat the shit out of it.